Okay, I believe we are live. Just gonna make sure everything is working fine, and we shall get started in a minute. Okay, everything seems to be working fine. All right, brilliant. So, 21st of July, 2020, 5 o'clock in the UK. Hello, my name is Uzair, and thanks for joining in. These sessions are aimed at pretty much anyone who wishes to improve their online digital marketing or Google Ads or any kind of advertising workflows. But most of the time I tend to cover Google Ads and Google Analytics, but I also go through other topics every now and then, for example landing pages, email marketing, and things like that. So today's session is all about grouping and sorting out your keywords. How do you research them first of all, and how you can use the Google Keyword Planner to get the best keywords out of for your campaigns, to make sure that you don't miss out on some really good keywords, and also have a look at negative keywords. Are there any negatives which you can upload in your account or to your campaign before you actually get started, to save you a lot of money? So those of you who have been here before, you know the drill. I will answer your questions towards the end, but anyone who is watching here for the first time or is new, a very warm welcome. And there's a comment box on the right hand side which you can use to put in any questions you may have. So let's hop into our Google Ads interface. Okay, so to go into your keyword planner, all you need to do is you go to tools and settings and then keyword planner, and you'll come in here. You enter the keywords. So today I'm going to go after life insurance, or not go after, but somebody had sent me a request to help them organize their keywords, so they would wanted me to do this exercise for them. So I put in the life insurance. You will see a long list of keywords in here. Now if your account is fairly new, you may not get all the actual average monthly searches. You might get something like 10 to 100 or 100 to 1,000 or something like that. As you start to use your Google Ads account, you are going to get a lot more accurate data in here. So my screen may look a little bit different to yours. We've got quite a few keywords in here, and then on the right hand side they have this refined keywords in beta. So what it does is it gives us really good ideas and how to group our keywords and how to set up our ad groups. So under this tab you've got brand or non-brand keywords. So with the brand keywords, you can see that you've got all these company names like Sun Life, Protective Life, MetLife, Prudential, and so on. And there are a lot more in here. So these are what Google classifies them as a brand keyword. So if you don't offer life insurance for, let's say, AXA Equitable, then you can put them as a negative keyword. And it has got some more over here, other brands. Then we got some more sections over here. I'll just close this. So we've got the products. This gives us a really good idea as to what we've got in here in our keyword list. So we've got term insurance, 92 keywords. And if you hover your mouse on it, it's going to give you the number of keywords as well as the average monthly search volume. So 20,950. Then we've got types of life insurance. So this is someone who's looking or wanting to start a life insurance and want to find out a bit more. So that's quite a relevant or targeted audience. So you can see that the search volume is a little bit less, and so on. So now I can see that these are the types of insurance or the life insurance policies which people are looking for. That's really good. So we need to group them in and set up our ad groups accordingly with the right keywords. And obviously once you've got a really tightly knit ad group with relevant or similar keywords, then your ads are going to be a lot more relevant for your keywords. Insurance type, loan type, and others. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is to download all the keywords by clicking on this little link on the top right hand corner, and it's going to give you a CSV file which you can then import into other Excel spreadsheet or Google Sheets. I've created a sheet which will help you easily and very quickly sort out all these keywords without breaking sweat. So now what you need to do is just having a look at the comment from Anish. The volume is very low. Anish, I'm sorry, but everything seems to be working fine here. If you could perhaps put up your volume, that might do the trick. Okay, I've got all the keywords in here, so I copy these keywords and I go to my keyword tab. Now to get access to this file, I've put in the link to in the comment box on the video page or the watch page. Please don't ask for access because I won't be able to do that. All you do is once you go to that link, you go to file, make a copy, save it onto your Google account, and then you can use it as much as you want. Okay, so then what you want to do is you go to the keyword tab and you paste the keywords. I tend to paste the keywords and the number of searches in here. I've got all of these. How many have we got? About 534, 530 odd keywords, right? Some of them will be low volume, so what we want to do is to make sure that we go after the good quality keywords and the high volume keywords as well. But don't ignore the low volume, because that's where a lot of advertisers don't go after and are leaving a lot of cash on the table. So if they're not bidding after a low volume or long tail keywords, they may be very profitable for you. So I would highly recommend that you go through these very carefully. So what we want to do is to group them in such a way that we separate these out, you know, the life insurance to, let's say, mortgage protection, to critical illness. So these are all different keywords. Funeral insurance is different to life insurance. So I can easily, let me go back to my other sheet where I sorted these out. In fact, I'll copy these ones because I sorted them out by volume. Okay. And now I can see that if you don't do any of these life insurance, then you can put them as negative. So first thing I would do is pet, car, bike. So these are all very generic ones, right? Business, any other type of insurance which you can think of, you put them in as you start making your negative list. If you aren't doing funeral, then you can put those in. So this will save a huge amount of money straight up. you won't waste any, and you can start putting these up in your account. Or any brands which you don't do. Let's say you're not doing Sun Life cover, then you put in Sun Life. If you are not the cheapest, but most people are buying insurance on price, so I wouldn't recommend that you put cheapest as your negative keyword, but I'm just giving you as an example. If you don't do, let's say, critical illness, but most life insurance policies do come with this, so I will keep that. If you don't do over 50 insurance, so now you can see that you are starting to get some really good keywords just by going through these search terms, and I'm going to save a fair amount of money just by putting them up as negative keywords. You see there you go. Car, smokers, it could be another one where you only offer insurance for non-smokers. So you need to go through your go through this with your client and see what they do and what they don't do. Now, most clients won't have the time or the patience to go through this, so my advice would be to go to their website and read through their web page about the life insurance as to what they offer. All right, so let's go back in here. So I'm going to put in, so what I want to do is to make sure that, okay, life insurance is fine, but I want to group them in such a way so that I have very specific terms in my ad group. So let's say mortgage protection insurance. So first of all, if I go life insurance, mortgage protection, so I tend to normally go with 2 or 3 words. Now when you enter any of these keywords from here onto this pink row, the Google Sheet is going to scan column A and put in all the keywords which has got life insurance. Now, why isn't that doing? I think I know why. I put in protections, so this should work. That's right. Okay, so I've got a very long list of keywords for my life insurance ad group. But the good thing about this is, even if I write maybe 2 or 3 ads, all of these keywords would be relevant to my ads, because each one of these words, life insurance, in any order they are on that word, it will be here. Life insurance. So your quality score will be really good, relevancy very good, so you will get a great quality score sorting out your ads like this. What you can do is you can break this down further by not just going after life insurance. So let's say I want to put in by brand, or let's say affordable. I would do it like this. Let's say cheap life insurance, see if we get any or not. Cheapest, yeah. The cheap or cheapest depends on how many keywords I've got. It does take a bit of time. You'll see it's working on the right hand side, and okay, that's only one, so I won't go after this one, but cheap life insurance is good, so I will probably put my headline one as cheap life insurance or cheapest life insurance and so on. Let's say if I do critical illness cover, so that's a completely different set of keywords to life insurance, although it's something similar, but people are specifically searching for these words. So I want my ad to say and talk about critical illness cover and not life insurance. Then I can also go by Vitality. So I'm going after brand. Barclays, let's say in life. So there's only one for Vitality, Barclays. Let's see how many we get. Term insurance plans is a good one. Mortgage life insurance, that's a really good. So you can see how ultra specific I am being when it comes to sorting out my ads and ad groups. Family life insurance, group life insurance. So that's a good one. Family life insurance group. I'm not sure what group life insurance means. I guess it's to do with some kind of a business or something like that. I would not put in auto, so auto would straight away go in my negative list. So as I'm going through these keywords, I'm also fishing for some really good negative keywords which are going to save me a lot of money, because these are not cheap, these are expensive clicks. So you want to save as much money right up front as you can for your client. Affordable life insurance is quite a good one. Did we do affordable? We have done affordable. Insurance plans, that's a good one. And this is how you would keep making your ad groups with the relevant keywords, and you copy them from here, put them in your ad group, and depending how you structure your ad groups, whether you are putting them in as phrase, exact, or BMM, then you make your ad groups accordingly. Okay, so I'm going to go to the comment box. I can see a couple of the comments. So Anish, hello. I've got a client, but I've never run ads. What should I do? Oh God, that's a good problem to have, Anish, because first of all, very well done for getting a client, because this is where a lot of people struggle. And if I was you, I would learn AdWords first, or Google Ads as it is now. I keep saying it as AdWords is just a habit, I guess. Yeah, you got to learn. You can't spend or experiment with somebody else's hard-earned cash. Either get somebody to help you and you progress your learning as you go along, but I personally would not be very comfortable just running up an account for a client with no experience in Google Ads. There is a lot of work in there which needs to be done, but having said that, everybody has to start from somewhere. But you've gone out and got a client, so that's really good. But you be upfront with them and say, look, this is where I am now. The way I started is, although I've been running AdWords since 2009 for our own company, we weren't an agency before. So what we did was, as our business evolved and progressed towards becoming an agency, I went to my clients and said, look, I'm going to run your campaigns for free for a few months until you start to get results. And if you like what I've done, then you pay me. But I knew what I was doing, and there's always more learning to be done. Every day I learn something new. You will probably learn something new. So it's not that I had learned everything which I knew at that point in time. It's constantly evolving. I keep on learning new stuff. I want to learn new stuff every day. So you can never be complacent. You will never learn everything, no matter who it is. So what you need to do is to be upfront with them and say, look, I can help you with this, but I need a bit more help with some external person who can help me and guide me to run your Google ads. And then whatever you negotiate with your client, that's between you and them, but I can't advise you on that. But yeah, well done for getting a client first. And I've got over 30 hours of videos over here, so you can binge watch and learn lots of things which I do and I've shown in my videos, but you will need practical experience for sure. So thank you, Prajapati, for your kind comment. Thank you for being here, and I appreciate you guys putting in your comments and your feedback, and this is what it makes a lot more fun for me, in the knowledge that there is somebody at the other side of this computer out in the open wide world listening and watching these videos. So thank you guys for being here. And if there aren't any questions or further comments, then we'll wrap it up for today, and I'll be here back here tomorrow at 5 o'clock on the same URL. So if you haven't subscribed, then please do so and hit the bell notification button, so every time I upload new videos or go live, you will be notified. But it is 5 o'clock in the UK. So thanks very much for being here, and I shall see you tomorrow, same time, same place.